Hello, I have a new menu in my Maya setup. Can you see it? It's right here and it's called Bonus Tools. It has lots of options and we'll just explore two today. The installation goes like this. You go to the Autodesk website. I give you the link and here you have the download button for your system, Windows, Mac, Linux. It's in English only, so not in Japanese. And the installation is pretty straightforward and it installs directly. Then you restart Maya and you have it. I actually don't know, but I haven't spent much time doing research here how to get rid of it, just in case you want to get rid of it. It's create a polygon plane and create a new shader for it. New material, just a Lambert with a different color, like a red color. Next thing, we can deactivate the grid now. Next thing is we create some kind of geometry. For example, well, a cone. And we move the cone up. And now we go to we press the key F, so we see it more detailed. Create a new shader for it. For example, just for change, an Arnold surface shader with a preset of, say, clay. Replace. So that's clay now. And we will change the pivot for a reason you'll see in a minute. So press Insert. And you get this option here. And now move the pivot somewhere down here. Or even lower. Doesn't matter. And press Insert again, so it's done. You can now, if you want to, and I think it's always good from time to time, freeze the transformations. That means the cone won't remember where it came from. It's just sitting there with the pivot down there. Pivot, by the way, when you rotate it, it's not rotating around the center of the object, but around that point down there. Okay, now we'll use that bonus tools thing. We select the cone and with the shift key we select the surface. And now we go to bonus tools, edit and duplicate an object. And the default setting is like this. Let's place random objects on that plane here, and the number of copies currently is set to 10. I don't know if it's really going to be 10, but it's going to be some. Actually, it is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's 11. Well, because we have the initial object. So that's a random distribution here. And you see why I chose the pivot, so they don't penetrate that surface. So that's the first thing you can use. You can now deform that surface by, for example, going there and pressing the key B for a soft selection and move it up like this, or move this down, and you see that the cones don't follow because they were duplicated, and that's basically all they did. But now, of course, we can pick this one and scale it down like this. And in addition, we pick the deformed surface now, and we use the same command now. Bonus tools, edit, duplicate, and right here 10. Let's type in 20 now, just for a change. It's set to random. We're making copies, not instances. That's a basis, fundamental difference really. But you can choose either in this case. And here we have the little ones now between them, and the little ones respect the curvature of that new surface. Okay, new scene. Second command I want to show you. We need the grid again, right here. Well, let's create a helix. By the way, under the bonus tools there is a create menu, create a spiral curve. Quite nice really, but we won't cover this here. We just deal with some randomization here. So with this selected, we focus on it and create a new material for it, Arnold standard surface shader, and we just change the color a little bit to a blue. And we want to randomize vertices. Right mouse, vertex. This is soft selection. I can press B in order to get rid of that slightly irritating look here. And for example, I can pick the middle ones here, the middle vertices of the spiral. And then I go to bonus tools, and now I go to modify. And under modify, I have randomize transforms. It takes a second to load, I guess. And now we deal with components, and they're not here, but down here, components. So the translation range, you see how it changes the randomness here, the translation range, along the normal, along the outside of the, not in a world space, up and down, and use denoise. It minimizes the randomization between the next located points here, but it introduces quite some randomness, as you can see here. Well, that's all I wanted to show you. The bonus tools are programmed in Mel, I guess, the programming language for Maya. And of course you can do these things by using Mash, M-A-S-H, that is. But still there are quite a few commands which are quite handy here because they're so direct and you don't have to think about Mash waiters and Mash networks, etc. So this is just a short way to randomize things, and there are lots of other interesting commands under that section. Bye bye.